What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Gaming Sanctum Podcast. I'm your host, Legions Gaming, joined by my co-hosts, Junior and Chill, JBZ, and X-Ray PC. I know we were gone last week because of the holidays, but there wasn't much shown or announced news-wise during that week anyway, and we were very, very busy with family and friends, obviously, for the holidays. So I hope you guys had a good holiday. And we got a lot of news now to cover over the last 2 weeks, so I hope you guys are looking forward to it. How was your guys' New Year's? What did you guys do?
It was pretty chill. I actually canceled all my plans.
Did you? You didn't end up going to that party?
No, I didn't. So my girl pretty much. I was like, "Hey, you cancel your plans too?" She's like, "Oh, all right, cool, bet."
Yeah, I literally streamed. That was my New Year's. It was fun though. I got Liddy on stream drinking green tea shots.
I seen after that.
Yeah, after I got back from snowboarding, I stayed home because everybody else went to Las Vegas, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're not coming, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess not." So take it out.
Thanks for inviting me last minute. What about you, BZ? What'd you do?
I was telling X-Ray yesterday. I got my PC fixed. My friend's girlfriend is a IT, so I just took it down there, got it fixed real quick, and then afterwards we went to our new favorite ramen restaurant. I posted it in Nom Noms. Is Tanaka's Ramen, and they have their classic ramen is just the egg makes the
ramen.
Ramen. Oh Lord. Yep. Oh Lord. Well,
slurp it up.
I'm glad you guys had a happy New Year and good Christmas. I think the first thing that we're going to talk about is one of the things that most of us are most excited for here. By most of us, I mean me and Junior. Final Fantasy 16 finally got fucking news in 2021 before the new year came, because the whole time on their website, their last tweet was, expect news in 2021. And like literally there was a couple days left and Naoki Yoshida's like, you know what? I probably should say something. So this is a message from the producer. I'll read it here for you guys to hear. Greetings, everyone. When last we spoke, I promised I would have more information on Final Fantasy 16 sometime later in 2021. However, I regret to inform you that I will be unable to keep that promise, as complications stemming from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic have delayed the game's development by almost half a year. As the latest addition to the Final Fantasy series being developed for PlayStation 5, Final Fantasy 16 has amassed a sizable team composed of talented creators from around the world. However, in an effort to offset the effects of COVID-19, we've had to decentralize that workforce by permitting staff to tackle their assignments from home. This has unfortunately hampered communication from the Tokyo office, which in turn has led to delays in, or in extreme cases, cancellations of asset deliveries from our outsourced partners. A lot of people don't even realize this. Just from that one paragraph there, that does not just mean F16. So that probably has delayed Remake Part 2 as well, and anything else that they've been working on, because a lot of people don't realize this, but companies outsource things like assets for games all the fucking time. So the fact that they had to cancel a lot of assets and literally they lost that sucks. That said, we have spent much of 2021 addressing this issue and hope to see its impact to a minimum of the new year, allowing us to better focus on the tasks at hand, increasing graphic resource quality, refining combat mechanics, fleshing out individual battles, putting the finishing touches on cutscenes, and conducting overall graphical optimization. Our primary goal now is to be as hands-on with the game as possible in order to see it fully polished. So that leaves us with the question, when can we expect the next round of information? Well, I am happy to announce that the current plan is to conduct our next big reveal in spring of 2022 as we seek to build excitement leading up to the game's eventual release. I deeply apologize to all of those who have been looking forward to learning more about Final Fantasy 16, and thank you for your continued patience while we focus our combined efforts on development. Final Fantasy 16 producer Naoki Yoshida. So that kind of sucks, but I think we all kind of called it that it was going to get delayed, because as soon as I saw that it wasn't at the last state of play that they did for the year, I was like, yeah, no, it's not coming out. No news coming out this year. I think we can rest easy knowing that a lot of people were complaining about the graphics. And I was like telling people like, dude, this is alpha footage. Like, of course it's not going to look like this. It literally says game footage not finalized, not final product at the bottom of the trailer that we see.
I'm just that. It says like it's pre-developmental.
Yeah, like it's just an announcement trailer. Like you guys saw what they did from Final Fantasy VII Remake compared to the announcement trailer to the
Actual game.
the actual official trailer. Like
Halo
Cloud
Infinite's a big
literally
one,
looked
too.
like he was sick. Like in the first trailer, he looked like, which I thought that's what they were going for, because he had Mako poisoning like right up until that point. So, but yeah, no, he looked completely different between the 4 years of the announcement and the actual game coming out, or 5 years.
I think the biggest one was Halo Infinite though, because like everyone was like freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, this game's gonna look terrible, garbage.
Yeah.
Looks like it came out Epic to Xbox 360,
Mhm.
and then when it fully came out, it's like the #1 multiplayer game of the year. Like, I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
for real.
well,
I think it's like one of those things where it's like people are looking at footage and it's the like whole misconception of they see what they see and they take it when there's so many times where it's like don't actually take it at face value, but they're like, but that's the gameplay. I'm like,
Yeah.
it says it's not the gameplay. So
I think the
But,
best thing about this is that he actually gave us a window of the next big announcement. So no more putting like my clown suit on and painting my face, and fucking waiting
every single
waiting for every single event, thinking, oh, Final Fantasy 16, this is the one.
This is the one. It was every single time.
So
Even when you were saying I'm not gonna expect it, but they were like, I'm waiting for Final Fantasy.
yeah, like that's what I knew it wasn't gonna be at Game Awards. I was like, listen, I know it's not gonna, but there's like a tiny part of me that hopes that it is. The best thing is the fact that he's said, as we've talked about many times, is that he said as soon as the game gets announced again or shown again, it's going to be available very shortly after. So I think we are going to see this early or late fall this year, 2022. It feels weird saying that because it's 2022 already. But yeah, either that or summer, because that gives enough time between the last couple of Final Fantasy games that are being released this year, and then give it a little bit of space, 2 or 3 months or so of hype, gone from those other games going into 16.
I'm pretty sure like they don't want to like stack. I mean, it may just happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I'm pretty sure if they can help it, they're gonna not try to stack hype games
Yeah.
after hype games because that.
Oh,
would be
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
Like, you
that would
cut your
be
own sales.
stupid. That would be stupid.
Mhm.
The one, like the last thing I want to talk about is like, am I the only one that's getting, like, I know it's put a hamper on like production for games, but is there, like, am I the only one that's getting sick and tired of companies using COVID as an excuse?
Yeah, at this point,
Like, it's
'cause
been
a lot of
almost
people are
3
making-
years at this
or some
point.
people are making.
I'd rather you
it-
just say, hey, it's not ready. We didn't have enough time. Like, bruh, like, we've been in COVID for 2.5, almost 3 years now. Can we stop using that as an excuse?
Like right now, to me, it's just like people are like, "Hey, COVID's part of life," and people are like, "Man, so COVID happened." I'm like, "Yes, life happened.
Yeah.
I get it."
Yeah. It's like
Is
every
that how
company does it now, too. Every company's like, COVID. That's why. You can't say nothing because I said COVID. Like,
Just like
bruh.
look at the what was it, like 2008 with like the recession, like when that
Yeah.
hit, I mean companies still had to make games and do
Mhm.
things during that time. You can't just like give up on everything, like whatever, dude.
Well, I mean,
Something
this one, it
massive
just
happened
makes
in
it
the whole
extra
United States
awkward.
or whatever.
Yeah. But I
Because
mean,
like even work though, like for regular like jobs and everything too, like everybody's doing the whole COVID excuse thing now.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of reminds me of the whole Boy Who Cried Wolf. Eventually,
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna keep saying COVID, and then everyone's like, you know what? No, just
if it was any
you-
other
Mhm.
person or any other company, I'd be like, come on. But the fact that it was Naoki Yoshida and this man was literally crying on a live stream because he had to
Mhm.
delay 14 expansion for 2 weeks, this probably was not easy for him to say because this is like his baby. He's finally working on a mainline Final Fantasy title, and he's the lead producer of it. And while dealing with the server issues of the congestion and new players and trial players and, just 14 release in general and Endwalker and future patches. And then while also, I mean, it's a different team. It's CBU 3, but it's different people working on it. But still, that's got to be like, man, he must be going bald doing all. That's crazy, man. Having to, I do not want to be him right now. He's probably doing a lot of shit. But yeah, I know that probably wasn't easy for him to announce. So if it was anyone else, I'd be like, man, stop using that excuse. But
I mean, like they really didn't stop much.
No,
with like his production at all.
they
the
didn't
whole
even take a
time.
vacation. Didn't even take time off for fucking the holidays or anything.
Yeah.
They literally released a new patch right
They
before
literally are
Christmas.
The team that's like can't stop, won't stop. So
Yeah.
like, when they were like, "Hey, we're delaying," I'm like, "You guys gonna pass? You guys
Yeah.
really have not stopped working."
Suffering from success. I guess while we're on the topic of Final Fantasy, this one's very short. I can't wait for us Junior to play this because he's never played this one before. Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster got announced.
Let's go.
right before Christmas. It's coming out in February. Don't have the exact date. I think it's like February 6th or something like that. I know it's in February. I actually am so excited to get to see Junior. Are you going to stream that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Are any of you any other of you going to stream the game or play it?
I'm playing it for sure.
If I can get it, then yeah.
What time does it come out?
Yeah, because Lost Ark comes out in February as well.
Yeah,
Hold
we have that too.
The thing about Final Fantasy older titles though, they are so fucking short. You could probably beat them, all of them, like within 20 hours. So,
oh yeah, like I'll probably play it off stream. But if Lost Ark's out, then all my content, like I'm trying
let's
to
be real, bro. You're gonna be
content.
playing Lost Ark off stream. Don't lie.
Oh yeah, probably. But like I want to at least like streamline my content. Like it's hard to make variety content. So like I don't want to like get into that avenue. I just want to make Lost Ark content. I'm only doing it right now because my internet can't let me play something right now. I have to literally call a dude out to fix my internet so I can actually stream Lost Ark.
Oh, they didn't actually say a release date. I was about to say I don't think they actually gave a release date. They just said February 2022. So
watch them drop it on Valentine's Day.
They just said February 2022. But yeah, I'm excited for Junior to meet Kefka.
Finally,
I want to play
that's
for
the
sure
crazy
because
part.
I want to see Kefka's game. He's probably like one of my favorite villains.
He's one of the most psychotic villains. He's like worse. He's worse than Xenos. Like he literally just wants to fuck the world up just because he just wants to destroy the world. That's it. That's all he gives a fuck about. He just wants to kill everything. Then I guess the next thing we could talk about, X-Ray brought this up. So remember that game that we saying was probably gonna kill Genshin when it comes out global? Yeah, about that. Tower Fantasy. It is not coming out global. Last episode, I was like, man, this game is not doing good in China because people are saying it was not ready to come out. So indefinitely, they have said, we have no, thoughts on a global version right now. We are just focused on Chinese version. So they are not working on it at all. There's no global translations. They're not working on it at all. So don't expect that game to come out anytime soon, if ever, on global. So unfortunately, unless you get a Chinese ID, that's the only way you're going to play that game.
I had a gut feeling. Like it felt too good to be true. Like I saw the gameplay and we're talking about it.
Don't get me wrong. The gameplay is really fun. The gameplay looks really good. I think the problem people were having was it's a lot of bugs. The queues to log in the game are like 10K plus queues on a mobile game. That's insane. That is insane. Imagine waiting for fucking like 5 hours to get in the game on your phone. Your phone would be dead before you got in the game.
That's true.
And then another quick note: people who bought Final Fantasy VII Remake, or didn't buy, the ones that got the PS Plus version for free, before you had to buy the full version of Final Fantasy VII Remake to be able to upgrade to integrate. Now they let you upgrade to integrate. I don't think it's for free though. It's just $20, right? Or is it for free?
Normally, if you want to get integrate, you have to pay $20. But if you got the PlayStation Plus version,
it's free, right?
On PS5, it's free to upgrade right now.
So, free upgrade. If you got the free version of Final Fantasy VII Remake last year and you want to get integrate for free now and you still haven't, it's free. So there's that. Another thing with PlayStation, we have Persona 5 Strikers is available on PS Plus this month for January.
Let's go.
So make sure you guys go log in at least on PlayStation if you haven't turned it on in a bit and download that. It's PS4 and PS5, so you can get the PS5 version. The PS5 version is insanely good because the FPS is actually on over 60 FPS. So PS4 is locked to 30 and it looks awful on the Muso game. I hate it.
Pro tip for any PlayStation Store thing, I typically go to the website on my browser. It's way easier and faster to get through everything.
And if you have it on your PlayStation, with the remote download thing, it just downloads as soon as you use it on. Even on the app on your phone, I believe it works, right?
Yep.
On you can literally download it from your app. So that's how I never miss any of the PS Plus things.
That's how I got PS5 games for free on PlayStation Plus before I got a PS5.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
Damn, there's a lot of Square Enix news, but like they dropped a lot of bombs this last 2 weeks and barely anyone else did.
I swear this is not a Square Enix fan channel.
Yeah. But you know what? X-Ray is actually going to like this one because he loves FF12. Hironobu Sakaguchi, which is the godfather and creator of the OG Final Fantasy games, teases a new story written by Yasumi Matsuno, who is the creator of Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, and Final Fantasy 12. And he has not made a game in a while. So Sakaguchi was getting interviewed by an end of the year kind of thing. I think it was by Gamitsu, and they asked him, "Who's the person you've been observing like the most in 2021?" And he said Yasumi Matsuno, and he said apparently he's told me that he's currently writing a scenario for a new game, but I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of title it will be like. So no idea what it is, but if you guys are huge Final Fantasy Tactics fans or Tactics Ogre, or you guys liked 12, you like the whole Ivalice style of Final Fantasy games, he's doing a new one. I don't think it's going to be Final Fantasy related. It's probably going to be a new IP. But that's, especially because Final Fantasy 16 is kind of Ivalice-ish kind of looking. You know what I mean? It's like that old medieval kind of style. But yeah, it looks really, it looks like it could be a new game, and I'm very excited. And maybe X-Ray will be able to play it too, since it's Final Fantasy 12 creator. And he loves.
He's like, all right.
Try characters like Vaughn. No, we're just kidding. He doesn't like Vaughn. We argued about this yesterday.
Ooh, the Triangle Strategy box art just dropped.
Oh, that's right. You can also pre-order Triangle Strategy. Yeah, the box art looks insane for that. Looks actually really, really nice. I mean, Square Enix always does amazing box art. I forgot the name of the person that always does the image for the Final Fantasy logos. God, I forget his name. He's a freaking legend. The one that does every single Final Fantasy logo. He's amazing. It's all painted too every time he does it. But yeah, I think he's the one. Yeah. I think he's the one who did the box art for that. And then next thing we can talk about, no more screening stuff, I promise. Star Wars Eclipse. Remember that thing that we got shown at the Game Awards? Apparently, there's a rumor that it's coming out in 2026. So I will see you on the PlayStation 6. Like, oh my lord. And you know what? If that's true, it'll probably be even later than 2026, because by then they're going to announce a new PlayStation, right? Maybe.
They're gonna have to
and then they're going to be like, oh, we got to scrap everything and do it for the new PlayStation. And yeah, that's so I hope you guys are looking forward to playing that in 2027.
I mean, you know what? At least if that rumor goes through, it's pushed back all the way there. So hopefully it's quality, like at that point, hopefully.
Oh no, it's gonna have massive.
I don't know. Final Fantasy 15 would like to have a word with you.
Cyberpunk would like to have a word with you. To me, delays are good to a certain point, but if it's delayed too far, too much
you lose the hype
in between.
Yeah,
well, not just the hype, but too much dumb things happen in development in between. Everyone's gonna change ideas.
Unreal
so
Engine
much
6 is gonna come out before that game comes out, and they're gonna be like, damn.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be like, we need to switch now.
I think we're ready for
gotta make a new game engine for this. Have a Nice Death also got announced for February. No, March early access. So March early access. I'm not sure how much it is because it's not available on the Steam store yet or on PlayStation at all. But they said they're gonna have more news early 2022, so we should see something else soon from them. And
I look forward to that game a lot.
Dude, those style games are really good.
That game looks good. It's like Hollow Knight, but Death. I like it. Looks really good.
I like the plot they have going for Death too. Like,
I like Grim Reapers.
I was like, yeah.
So I actually have a Grim Reaper tattoo, so that works out perfectly. I love that shit.
It's just funny because he's like, I'm sick and tired of how everything's dying, so I'm gonna go kill it real fast.
Yep. Okay. Last Square Enix thing, I promise. This one's actually kind of big.
Okay.
Yosuke Matsuda is interested in NFTs. He did a long interview, and he's actually very interested in doing NFTs. Now, if that's going to be like adding NFTs to games that are already out, like 14, or making a brand new IP that's, NFT focused, like Illuvium or Phantom Galaxies or any of those other games.
But who is Matsuda, real quick, just for everybody else?
What?
Who is Matsuda? Just so for people that
CEO.
don't know.
There are people who don't know.
I said it, didn't I? He's a CEO of Square Enix. Yeah. So he owns Square Enix. Like, so if that mofo says he wants to do it, it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna put it out there. A lot of people seem to not like NFTs, and I see why. Bad for the environment. But let's be honest here. Crypto farming, right, is literally the same thing, and I never see people complaining about crypto.
running
Well,
like 12
also, like a lot of
game
people kind of
machines.
look at it and they're like greed, microtransactions. Like they look at it from the base value when they actually don't even like. No one ever talks about any of the actual NFT games like Illuvium and Phantom Galaxy.
Mhm.
No one talks about those. They
Just talk
don't
about the
care
monkey.
if you give. Yeah, they only care about CryptoPunk and the monkey one. No one cares about the actual ones that are doing something with their.
Mhm.
Like I played the 4-hour content worth of alpha for Phantom Galaxies that I got with my NFT because it gave me an extra thing that came with it. And I'm like, wow, this plays better than 99% of the AAAs are coming out now, even in the past. Like, this is the best Gundam game ever in my life. And that's not even based on Gundam. They just liked mechas. They're like a fan of the anime. And they're like, let's make a game about this. There's never been a good game about this.
And that's
look
not
amazing.
not the only thing. Like, that's not even the only thing. The fact is, like, if they, let's say a big company like Square Enix or God, what's another AAA called, Ubisoft, or any big company, right, makes a NFT focused IP, right? The money they make from that, you don't have to buy the NFTs, right?
Yep,
You guys
it's just
realize
art,
that you don't
pretty
even
much.
have to
Just-
play the game.
Mhm.
But just the fact that they're going to have NFT, a focused game, that means they're going to make more money, right? They are going to make a lot more money than they would from selling a $60 game that cost them $100 million to make, right?
Mhm.
And you're probably not even going to have to pay to play the game, right? It's probably going to be a free to play NFT game, something like that. Most of those NFT games, you can play and earn shit and make money just by playing the game. You literally
And
do
even
not
though
have
the-
to spend money.
Well, even in the money aspect, like a lot of people, oh, you're gonna go in just thinking I'm gonna make a lot of money. Most people aren't gonna think that. 99% of the people aren't gonna think that. It's just a business-minded people.
Yep.
Most people, I'm just getting into it because I'm tired of gachas where I put my money into
That's
the
where I was
game
going to.
and
Yep.
then all my it's a money pit. Like that's it. That's
Yep.
all gachas are.
And you know what's the worst
Microtransaction
thing
games
about
are money
gachas?
pits.
The worst thing is once you get a game like My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero, right? We literally quit that
Yep.
game in a month, and we spent pretty much most of us $1,000 to $2,000 on it in a month.
Yeah, because
That
like,
game
it
is-
lasted
that
so long
money
in
is
Taiwan,
gone.
So we're like, oh,
That money's
yeah.
gone. But
Like, we didn't know they're gonna break the law.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
didn't know that.
and like the money is gone. Granted, we used it to make content on the game, right? Obviously, if you're a gacha streamer, a gacha content creator, you have to waste money to make money. That's just how it works.
Mhm.
And like the thing is, you either lose the money when you quit, or you actually refund your stuff and you lose your Google Play account or your iOS account because you refunded a game, right, from your credit
Mhm.
card or whatever. But like with an NFT, hey, I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm just going to sell all my NFTs and make my money back or more.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Or more.
and
if it's
the big
popular.
thing with the NFTs too, like what I said about them making money, they can funnel that money into other games that they're working on. So that means instead of trying to upsell you guys a $60 game to $70 like they're doing on Epic Game Store with Forspoken and stuff that so many people are bitching about,
Mhm.
they can instead sell it to you for 60 or less, and they don't have to worry about it because they're making money from other games that are NFT focused. You don't have to spend money on those games. But there are those
People
people
will.
that are like, I love this game. I want to support the creators of this game, and I want this game to keep, making content, which is what a lot of gacha players do. They're like, damn, I like this game. I want to spend money in the game because I don't want the game to die. But
Exactly.
instead of gacha, it'll be NFT, and they'll be able to use that on other stuff. Like,
Yeah, like gachas, like most of the game is free to plays, and then people who have like a little bit of money here and there to spend, like the what is it called, like the soft spenders? or
yeah, a
something
little
like
bit
that.
of money, like Mega Shield.
Yeah, and then there's the giant whales that actually fund the game and keep it alive because
Seaton.
people don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seaton and all those people that they don't understand that those people are the only reason that game's still running service.
Yes.
Like most companies aren't just gonna throw their money into something and get no money in return. But that's what gamers want. Gamers think that companies don't care about money
Mm-hmm.
and that they shouldn't care about money and they should just make games and have money spurt out of nowhere, like they could just make the money out of nowhere.
It's like it is.
You
a
like
business
going
at
to
the
work
end of
and
the
not
day.
getting a paycheck because
Yeah.
that's kinda,
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
what?
like,
you
make
want to know
video
what's
games?
sad?
You should hate paychecks.
You want to know what's sad? All those people out there that are dreaming to be a programmer or a graphic artist or whatever for video gaming,
Mhm.
right? For gaming, they are actually one of the least paid people right now in the world. I think the
yeah.
average they make is like 40,000 a year. That is low as fuck. In
Yeah,
Cali,
how much,
in
companies-
how much they
Cali,
have to put in.
in Cali.
Yeah. Yeah, but for how much they put in to get there, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to get a whole ass degree and everything.
Yeah.
You have to get a whole ass degree.
I think
and then
you
work
have
at a
to
dog shit
average
ass
like
company
60,000 plus a year to be able to live, not even like comfortably in Cali. Like so,
depending depending on the AAA though, they want you to have like 6 years of experience.
Yep.
I've been applying just a QA testing. If I want to go, I played at like Riot, Bandai, and all these places. If I don't have 4 years of professional QA testing. I've been QA testing for freaking free.
QA testers are one of the least paid
3
people
years
now.
before Amazon's games even came out.
Yeah.
I've been doing it professionally, just not being paid. And they're like, nope, doesn't count.
Yeah, QA testing is probably actually even worse than that, especially because y'all realize that we are the QA testers now, right? All the people that are like, hey, this game's going to be available early access, and it's in early access for fucking 3 years, and we paid $30 to play the game early for early access. We're paying these motherfuckers to test your game. Like that. That's
when they used to pay people to do that.
Yeah, and they used to pay you to do
That's why
that.
they don't hire
now you pay them
anymore.
to play the game
That's,
early.
that's the
and
little
play broken
loophole they
version.
find, though. It's like they pass it on now, which makes it worse for them. But then they give it to us, so then it's like it's content, but then we're also putting the money in for this, and it's like,
yeah,
where's the actual gain off of that? Because you're getting the gain. We're like just
there's so many failed
like
access games.
Like the people that complain about like a lot. What was one of the games recently that people complain about DLC? Tales of Arise, right? People are complaining about there's stuff in the DLC that should have been in the base game, dude. If you don't like DLCs like that, then don't worry about NFT games because those games will be able to
gives you the slight benefits.
That's what is in Tales of Arise. Like they literally it changes nothing about the game, but it's like for the people like me who loved the game is like, damn, I want to see them make another game like this. I want to support the game. I want to buy this DLC, even if it's literally just costumes and like increased slots and equipment and shit like that. Yeah, like I would literally whatever. I'll give them the money for that. But like, if you guys don't like that shit, then let them do their NFT shit. That way they can take that money and not have to do these dumb little DLCs or microtransactions to be able to make more money, because making a AAA game these days is expensive as fuck. If you're doing AAA like JRPG open world, especially open world, bro. You know why you barely ever see open world games anymore? It's because it's expensive as fuck to make and it takes long as fuck. You're not going to see games like, why do you think Skyrim, like Elder Scrolls 6 has not come out yet? Like, dude,
or GTA 6
or GTA 6 you know how expensive it is to make that shit in Unreal Engine 5 right now, dude? That's insane.
Bro, they're still running GTA as high as possible, though. Like
they just released a new fucking DLC for GTA 5.
And that's
it's like we got to keep this going, but secretly possibly working on 6.
Wow.
You know,
see, look at this. Star Citizen early access, also stupidly expensive game to make. 400. It's still not even out yet. $400 million as of 2020. This is not even.
That's more than a movie, by the way. That is more than a movie.
Yeah.
Star Citizen is trying to make a movie at this point.
And in Cyberpunk, $316 million total cost.
And that game came. You see what happened when the game came out?
Yeah, just marketing was $142 million for marketing.
Yeah,
that's like almost average. Like $200 million for Call of Duty.
And that was a open world game.
Final Fantasy 7, dude, was $80 to $145 million total.
And that's the full budget. And that's a game that is not open world, by the way. All right, that is a linear as fuck game.
And that came out in 1997.
Oh, you're talking about that? Oh, you're talking about that
Final Fantasy 7, not remake, not even remake. It's the third up to 2020. It was the fourth most expensive game to make ever.
Yep.
So
2020.
Most major production movies these days cost roughly $320 million budget. Like we're talking about that's how big guys budget things. Not Marvel, because Marvel is more expensive.
That's insane.
That's
special effects and stuff. But like just general major studio productions cost that much money to make a movie, but they actually make the money back.
Yep.
Caveat: most games are like, "Hey guys, we made our money back," and they're like, "Wow, that's amazing." That
it's happens. Like award winning.
I mean, the worst part with Star Citizen, because I keep hearing you, because I have a friend who he's still he's hanging on to that dream and he's playing it, and he keeps telling me about the updates, and it's getting worse and worse because they're like, oh, we have this content update coming up, and then it's the smallest update ever, like the tiniest thing, and then they're like, we're gonna work on this other section or this other planet or this other something like that. They don't bring they bring the promises, but in very tiny spurts. And I'm just like, how are you still playing this game? And he's like, I like the space and how the game works, and you find like, yeah, the mechanics are cool and the concept is cool, but how much longer are you gonna ride this train of whatever the heck this is, you know?
Wait, how much
So
was Star Citizen again?
400
400
million
million.
plus in 2020.
In
Yeah.
2020?
Yeah, just up
Mm.
to 2020. Yeah.
and they're just
Oh.
doing little updates like at a time.
way.
They're not
Like, let
doing-
me put
Biggest budget of all
something.
time.
Huh?
What's that? Biggest budget all time. Avengers Endgame, 400 million.
For a movie, yeah. See,
Wow.
let me put
that
something
movie
in
was
perspective for
crazy.
you guys, right? I think they never put a actual price of the Star Ocean, the last Star Ocean title, Integrity and Faithlessness, the one that did horrible. Like, it only sold 100,000 copies in Japan
Oh,
and
no.
175,000 in America. I'm pretty sure that everything I keep seeing is like 40 to 50 million, right? So let's just say 275,000, bruh.
Mhm.
Let's do the math right here. It's $60 a game. Obviously, there's legendary editions and stuff, but let's just do the base price. That's 16 million. That means they literally lost more than half the money that they spent on the game. Even if they were all, bro, even if they were all $100 versions, they still would not even make their money back. 275,000
That's insane.
times 100.
Or even these
Yes,
failed games.
27 million. They still wouldn't make their money back.
I'm looking at canceled games, never even came out. They were making a Halo MMO, and it cost $108 million, and they still canceled.
Yep.
Like, they didn't even release the game. Fable Legends, everybody, they kept showing that game at freaking every award show, never came out. 81 million.
Yeah.
Just down the drain. They can't get that back. $81 million, dude. If I had $81 million, I would be the biggest whale in any gacha in the
For
world.
real.
And still have all my money. Like,
Oh.
that's crazy.
Oh,
2
you know,
million and I could be the biggest whale in any gacha.
we I guess we could talk about this other thing for Elden Ring. The creator of Elden Ring, Junior brought this up earlier. They had an interview with the creator of Elden Ring. Apparently the team is ever since Demon Souls Remake came out, they were worried about their the graphics, because I mean, if you guys have seen the tests, right, for Elden Ring is going to be coming out literally a month, all right? So there's not much they can do to graphically like change like dramatically, right? But it kind of looks like Dark Souls 3. Like, it does not look like as amazing as Demon Souls Remake. Demon Souls Remake looks fucking incredible. And while I know these types of games don't really focus on graphical fidelity, it's still, I feel like they still could have did a little bit better.
I can explain it. Like, the whole thing too is they were saying like, apparently they care about mechanics so hardcore on FromSoft that they don't even like graphics is kind of an afterthought to them.
Yeah.
Until they saw how Bluepoint did Demon Souls, and they're like, they didn't play it. Like, none of them played it apparently.
Yeah, because he said he didn't like
the games. Gives him PTSD pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, he just brings up like bad memories.
He's like, damn, all those sleepless nights I took to make that game.
Yeah. So he's like, the producer of it says that they do not play the old games because it brings back so much baggage stuff. But they said that you saw like the graphics and the new features they added and all this stuff like that, and they're like, man, they did such a good job that he felt like the whole team needed to do better. So they actually started like working on graphics a little bit better than, because Elden Ring was going to look worse.
Yeah.
So they started like looking at the graphics for it. They started like looking at like other features that were like, man, we didn't even think about that. That's actually a good feature that they added. So Demon Souls is probably like one of the best Souls games that they came out with that they didn't even produce completely, because it was a different team looking at it. They're like, oh, this is a gold mine. Let's make this better. So that's pretty crazy. Like, they don't even pay attention to graphics.
That's honestly one of my most anticipated games this year, because I've been recently playing through Sekiro for the first time, and that game's fucking amazing. I know it's not going to play like Sekiro. Sekiro, like, while Sekiro is like a Souls-like game, it still kind of plays like a action. I don't know how to explain it. It's not as Dark Souls-ish, right? Because you got a lot of instant kills and stuff like that you don't really have as much in Dark Souls. There's a lot of rolling and dodging in Dark Souls, and in Sekiro, there's a lot of parrying and getting that instant kill counter,
Yeah, parry's more OP in Sekiro. Like, if you're not a normal Soulsborne player, Sekiro is way easy for you.
Yeah, I had to fucking
it's pretty easy.
like I had to like reevaluate how I was playing the game, because I was playing it like Dark Souls, and I was doing a lot of dodging. And blocking, and I was like, oh my god, I'm fucking dying constantly, because you gotta literally, you have to learn their rotations and their skills and learn when to perfect parry, because perfect parrying in that game gives you instant kill. Like I've seen people one shot the final boss of the game just by getting the perfect parry. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, then
I actually had to go silent the whole time.
Hmm?
It does mess you up because then I played like the Souls games and then I played Bloodborne, and of course even in Bloodborne that was like the first time for me. There's kind of like the whole lifesteal thing,
Yep.
so you have a little bit of leeway in there. I was
Fun
like, okay,
fact,
this is easier.
Final Fantasy Origins actually has that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't done that. Oh, that's dope. But like either way, I felt I was cheesing the game because that was lifesteal. But then you move from that, and then you have if you guys played Neo, which I like that one. And then of
I still
course
have
we
to
have
play that game.
Sekiro, and there's just like all
Doesn't
these
Neo play like
different
Sekiro
versions of
too?
this. Yeah, it's about almost the same, but then that one's like more like different. It's like switch to which weapon.
Oh,
Is more
okay.
that
There's different weapon types. Okay.
Yeah, so instead of just like parrying or dodging, whatever, this one is like, which weapon do you use for this situation? Which was really cool. I was like, wow, you get to like different play styles in different bosses or whatever. And you couldn't, that one for me, I couldn't cheese it. But like once you figured out which weapons to switch, you just like did the phases. So which that's why Neo's my favorite of all them all. But yeah, no, I played Sekiro and I just kept like dodging the whole time, and then I was just getting dragged and pulled, and the chickens were horrible. But, yeah,
I fucking the big cocks. I died by one on stream. Junior was dying. I was like, bro, I just died by a giant cock. I'm mad.
Yeah, they're
wasn't
no
even a
joke
chicken.
in
They're
that game.
roosters, dude.
Yeah.
Big angry ass roosters.
They beat the Hawaiian ones, that's for sure. Like they're way bigger than the ones we got. So.
But yeah, so like I'm really excited about Elden Ring. There's gonna be co-op apparently too, just like Dark Souls games, so that should be fun.
That's cool.
I think when Final Fantasy Origins Strangers in Paradise comes out, all 4 of us should play it on stream. That'd be fun because that does have co-op. I think that game is gonna be way too easy with co-op
Lifesteal.
because I started noticing from the demo, magic is broken as fuck. Magic is broken. So if you are I thought there was gonna be something after what he just said.
He just hears magic and he literally
I am a huge fan.
And
of
you know
magic,
what?
so.
We haven't even seen all the magic. For all we know, Comet could be a fucking thing that they introduced in there because that we were a very early game in Origins in the demos, the 2 demos, and all they had was Ice, Dark, and Lightning. Not Ice Dark, Ice, Fire, and Lightning. So they could still introduce Demi, they could still introduce Holy, they can introduce Comet, Quake, Arrow, all this shit. So like there's probably some broken ass shit that's gonna be coming out that we don't even know about yet. So I'm really excited for that.
I'm sold.
Literally the meta looks like one person tanking, one person as like some kind of dragoon or pugilist as DPS, physical DPS, and then like 2 mages. One
Black
person
mage.
can like red mage heal and damage, and then the other person just black mage straight damage. Is broken. Yeah, that's probably what you're gonna like the most about it. There's like you can switch between classes, so you can literally have healer and then black mage. So you can literally press one button and you switch your whole kit to black mage from healer. Like it's actually insane. It's gonna be a great game when it comes out for co-op. I can't fucking wait. Next thing we can talk about is CyberConnect 2 teases an announcement for a new game in February. Me and X-Ray were talking about this a little bit before we started. I think it's gonna be Bleach.
I hope so.
I think because the new Bleach anime comes out this year in October, and it would only make sense that they probably announce the game because they said it's a new game announcement 2022. It could come out this year. It said a new game for 2022, not a new game announced 2022, a new game coming in 2022. So they could announce it in February and be Bleach and literally have it come out the same time the anime airs, and that would be the best thing they could do for them because the hype behind Bleach is actually insane. It literally broke Twitter.
Oh yeah,
when the trailer came out.
I think if they did that though, how it makes sense to me would be like they would do the first half of Bleach or not half, but like the first the whole part that's already animated, make that game and then
just don't go to the full bringer arc, please.
Well, they're probably gonna do that too.
They're gonna have to cover that. Like if they do like the Naruto games, they have to.
Fullbringer is important. Bound is shit, but Fullbringer is great.
Well, Fullbringer is actual canon, and also it was a good arc. It was just that it was the one that ended it on.
It was the worst place to end the series on. I was like, "Are you fucking?"
Oh yeah,
joking?
that's up to the dumb old people in Japan that are like, "No, this isn't making us any money anymore." Even though
it might not be pleasant.
It coming back now is like
Bleach Brave Souls would like to talk to you.
Go talk to the old Japanese people that canceled it. They canceled the manga too.
Yeah,
They
I guess
told him,
No,
"Hey,
the
you need to
manga
force it
the manga
to
kept
stop."
going, but it finished. The manga's done.
No, it
Yeah.
didn't even finish because he kept making stuff. I read an article, and he said to the people that he said they forced him to finish it, so he tried to finish it as fast as possible, and that's why people said that Thousand Year Blood War has a rush ending. And I hope to God that
That they
they
fix
make
it
a
in the anime.
redo, that they change it in the anime. I
They
don't
probably will.
like. They
That's
don't
been
need to
like
stay
the
as
ongoing
faithful to
thing
the manga.
with a
Yeah,
lot of
because like
anime.
halfway through, it's rushed.
Look at Kami Got
That's what a
Killed.
lot
We
of
were
people
watching
said.
it last night. Fucking Junior fell asleep. But Kami Got
Oh.
Killed
Yeah,
literally completely different from the manga. Tokyo Ghoul, which came out the same year as Kami Got Killed. Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo
totally,
different,
Tokyo
bro.
different, bro.
different.
Totally
It's so
different.
Tokyo different.
I
Now
gotta read
here's
that
the thing,
again.
though.
It was so good. Cock
Here's the thing, though. To be on the safe side for Cyber, because like especially I played like all their games anyway. But it's like if they wanted to play it safe, and I know this might be boring for some, but and you talked, Legion's talked about this anyway. Is that they could just do Boruto, because like you said, Boruto is like already far along, and if they really wanted to play it safe, they could just continue the line of their Naruto to Boruto games and just ride
It's
that
probably
train.
gonna be a Boruto game. I'm not gonna lie.
I
There's
feel
way
like
too
it's
many
why did you just
Boruto
curse
game.
my ears, bro?
I will
There's
curse
way
ears
too many of
because
them.
that's Cyber Connect. That's literally they do
Yeah,
that.
but they
That's
just
them.
they just made Demon Slayer though. They literally just made
Yeah,
the Demon
with
Slayer
the
game.
same
They
style,
showed
though.
that they can
didn't
make
change
any other stuff.
anything. It's the same as the other Naruto games.
No,
like,
it
they
plays
did which one?
way better. It plays way
It's
better,
no,
dude.
but I'm
I
like
played the
it's
living crap
different
out
and
of
it's
all of them.
better, but it plays in the same style. That's what I mean. Is they always do these.
Yeah, but it
the
doesn't mean they're gonna
fighting
go back
style,
to
like,
make.
things.
It doesn't mean they're gonna
So
go back and make the same IP again, though. They said that
What,
they're
could-
done
Ninja
with
well,
Storm?
if they play it
Nah,
safe,
if they
though.
make a new game, they're
So-
not making it like Ninja Storm. Nah.
No, they're not gonna do Ninja Storm, but like they could just continue like with the whole Naruto Boruto IP thing.
They said
could
that they're done with that though.
Yep.
After the fourth one, they said
Yep.
they're done.
They said they're done doing Ninja
They're
Storm.
done. Hands.
If
clean
anything,
of
it's going to be like
Naruto.
Shinobi Strikers, which I don't think they should do
That
because
was
that did.
well, that was by Bandai.
bad.
That was
That-
like that had nothing to do with CyberConnect. They made
Yeah.
like single player games after
Yeah.
the Naruto Ninja Storm thing. So I mean, like a lot of people are thinking it could be Azure's Wrath, which is something he also made a long time ago. Which a lot of people are like begging for a second one.
I would
I
like
heard
it.
the name of that.
I would love if they made a 2D fighter for Naruto.
I would. If they made a Naruto one, they made a 2D fighter.
They did
I would
one
like
for
it,
fucking
but
Dragon
it
Ball,
would be-
bruh. I mean, Naruto just as popular as Dragon Ball, dude. That would be insane if they did that. But that would
Yeah,
have
I
to
just
be
want
like Arc
something
System
different,
works.
man.
I
CyberConnect
think
2
Naruto
hasn't done
just needs
2D
both.
fighters, have they?
They tried different, and they made Kakarot, and that was pretty.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
they could make Kakarot too, bro. Kakarot too.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
oh,
garbage
I
yeah,
mean,
can.
to
why
be
not?
fair, Kakarot was a good game, and the DLC is really good. The animations are amazing. The story, they actually told a lot of story that they usually don't as much in other Dragon Ball games. But the boss battles, to me,
Uh-huh.
were just so fucking repetitive. You literally,
And
this
the
was the
empty
whole
world?
boss fight. Dodge, spam Kamehameha. Dodge, spam Kamehameha. Like, bruh, that was so
They also
fucking
made
boring.
the JoJo's games, by the way.
Yep, they do to make the JoJo's games, yeah.
Also, they
know.
made a single player game here, Fuga Melodies of Steel. So they can make another one in that same aspect where it's like, I told people to play that one. It looked really cool. It was like, I don't know, it reminded me of like the OG game. And like you can maintain your thing, like you can maintain your crew. If your crew dies, it affects the whole story, and they're dead, like
Mhm.
dead forever. So like it's a bunch of little kid furry things that are like going on in like this warlike adventure.
Star thing.
Oh, base stars,
Apparently,
yeah.
it's literally inspired apparently by Beastars.
Fuga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but like yeah, it's like a deep storyline, but with just furries and like it's straight up like a kid can die. Like if part of your machine, your mech dies, that kid will get blown up and killed, and it affects your story. That people will be depressed.
Oh, that's kinda
like
cool.
their straight up characters will go through depression in the game if somebody dies on your crew.
I love when games do that, like choices matter kind of thing, or like things that
Mhm.
happen that revolve around your choice actually affects the world. That's why I'm so excited for Triangle Strategy, because that like increases the replayability of games so much. Because
Oh, Triangle Strategy is the same way.
yeah, if so, like your choices affect who joins you in battle or who goes to war with you and shit like that. The morale of
Mhm.
troops and everything. The choices change everything. So you could, I think they said there's something like 5 or 6 different kinds of ways you can play through the game, which is kind of crazy.
Fuga plays like Advance Wars, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, dude. That's what I was
Oh,
picturing.
Advanced Wars.
Wait,
That's
Advanced
just
an
like
old
Advance
ass
Wars,
fucking game.
yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, dude,
has
Advance is good stuff, dude.
a similar battle screen to it. I'm not saying the rest of it. I'm looking at just the battle.
I think the
thing.
Switch,
Here,
they
I'll
actually
post
came out
just
with another
that.
Advance Wars recently, didn't they? Or like a while back, I think.
Like that's a
They're-
picture of it.
Junior, you want to touch on Diablo touch controls?
But
Diablo
okay,
Immortal. Diablo
so
Immortal.
Diablo Immortal apparently they did their controller patch for the people that are in the closed beta, and all the people that have phones, they tried it out, and apparently it's like it has the same thing like First Soldier guy, where like the controller works for most stuff, but doesn't work for everything. So kind of like you go into the menu, which Diablos are heavy menu games, and you can't touch you get to touch the menu on your phone. So you use a controller for everything, then you get to the menu, and you're like, oh, let me go ahead and
like First Soldier has that. It's not too bad. I mean, it's a BR, so you are in your menu kind of a bit, especially end game when you're kind of like especially when you're trying to like drop ammo for your teammates and shit. And you gotta touch the screen. It's kind of annoying, but it's like doable. But Diablo, like, bruh, you know how much time you spend in menus in Diablo looking through gear? You're telling me I'm gonna have to stop, put my controller down, and pick my phone up, and bruh.
Yes.
Like,
so man, I started looking at this Fuga thing. Hold up.
Well, actually, Google Play coming in 2022 to PC.
Oh my god!
Maybe you'll be able to play it on there.
But you're gonna have to use your mouse to click on the screen.
That's fine. I'm gonna use my mouse anyway.
But actually, looking more at this Fuga stuff, Yokotaro apparently played the game too.
Yokotaro?
Yeah.
Oh.
They got him to play it, and like a whole bunch of other like people. This is interesting.
Really?
Got a whole video section of it. Yeah, I'll give you guys a link for it.
Thank you.
But it's pretty rich. I might look more into this. It's kind of interesting. This looks a lot more interesting than other games. I played a lot of the other games, and I'm not. Bro, I literally dropped Naruto like Ninja Storm like immediately. Like it was not. I'm not a big arena fighter player,
I was about to say, bro, Naruto, don't you dare say anything else. Naruto Ninja Storm was fucking amazing.
What 2D fighter head, bro?
Yeah.
I love all fighting games. I love arena fighters. I'm just really tired.
I like arena fighters when they're done well. I thought Naruto, Ninja Storm 3 and 4 were done really well. Jump Force,
they can never have good netcode, and they said it. They said that it's impossible to have good netcode, and I'm tired of bad netcode. Like I'm not bringing my friends to my house
to me
because they don't play games anyway.
To me, arena fighters, I don't play them to be as competitive as I do for like games like Guilty Gear Strive or Dragon Ball FighterZ, like 2D fighters. Like I take 2D fighters a lot more seriously than arena fighters. I feel like arena fighters are just like games I like to play with my homies when I want to fuck around and play with anime characters I like and have fun. Like the Black Clover game, because I'm pretty sure that one's like an arena fighter. Even though Jump Force is trash, like they got some fucking cool ass anime characters, and the idea of the game was insane. Like having all these different anime characters in the game is kind of sick. JoJo.
Oh, I was just like, man, it's like if they want to make party games, can they at least try to make like a fucking Smash Brothers style one with Shonen Jump? You know what I'm saying? Like no more arena fighters. Like all they make is arena fighters, and now they had to cancel Jump Force. They had to unsell it. That's how bad it did. It's like
it was a bad game. It wasn't.
And then Demon Slayer, so many people refunded it on PlayStation.
I mean, all you do on Jump Force is spam the same 3 buttons over and over. Like there's literally nothing else you can do in Jump Force.
Yeah, or even Demon Slayer. Like, I love Demon Slayer, and it's probably the best arena fighter to where like you can kind of like do a lot of stuff, and then you couldn't really. So
I thought Ninja Storm was better than Demon Slayers. I was so hyped for Demon Slayers.
I did. Like, I was just like, I was playing it, and I was like, man, like I just want like a traditional fighter at least. Dude, like Dragon Ball Fighters, like give me that with any other fighting or anime that's not Naruto, and I'll be happy. No more Naruto.
Yes, Naruto. Okay, wait. On that note, though, real quick, if we can get Naruto, this is for the podcast sake, my sake.
There's like 100
Bro, to be honest, I'm over Naruto. Give me Bleach or give me Jujutsu Kaisen fighting game, bro. If you give me a Jujutsu Kaisen fighting game,
they don't exist.
They're doing Naruto so bad. It just make one good gacha. Just one.
There's a million Naruto games. There's a million Naruto games.
There was a couple of Naruto gachas that were pretty good. Blazing Soul.
But they all closed.
That one was. Well, I mean, that game was out for like fucking 6 years. I mean, that happens to all mobile games.
I was in high school and Blazing.
Bleach Brave Souls is gonna close down one day too. Don't you worry. Once they make it.
I mean, Bleach Brave Souls is one of the best gachas to me right now.
And it's still one day it's gonna close down.
Yeah,
because one day they're gonna be like, you know what? I want to make a new one. You know.
Yeah,
they have an extension right now because of the anime. So
you know what? Oh, you know what? It's gonna be against everything you guys have been saying now with the CyberConnect thing. They're dropping hack GU on the Switch.
I would be fucking hype if it was that.
I would lose my shit.
I don't think. Did you guys ever play the hack games or watch the anime?
I love that.
I never watched the anime, but I always wanted to watch it.
Dude, Dot Hack. Dude, Dot Hack is one of the best games I've ever played on like OG PS1 and 2. Those games were fucking amazing. And they are actually they made a new one last year, didn't they?
And it's not new, and they keep on re-releasing
with a remaster, right?
Game.
Yeah,
like
yeah, dude, it's so good.
Kill that game, please.
I know, just make a new one. But that shit was hype. That was the SAO of our time when we were kids, pretty much.
Yeah, no, I think I swear like SAO was based off of that game.
Yeah, I swear to God.
It came with anime and everything. Have you ever watched like That Hack? Oh man, it's like
we'll watch it later in Discord. A couple episodes just so you guys can see.
Accelerator also kind of based on that too, or I don't know if it was called Accelerator. You know the one I'm talking about with the butterfly
Excel World.
Excel World, yeah.
Horrible anime.
Yeah.
Horrible, but I'm pretty sure they were like trying to like throw references from those. Or just like this and then this.
That anime.
They put like a SAO reference in there too. I was like, what?
By the way,
they have a crossover. Yeah.
If you guys did not know, God of War, the new release of God of War on PlayStation 4 and Monster Hunter Rise gets released on PC this month.
Bro,
in like literally 2 weeks as we're recording
Monster Hunter
this.
for sure.
In 10 days.
Yep.
So when you guys hear this finally, it'll be 9 days left.
Yep. Monster Hunter Rise PC. I've been waiting to play on PC because, bruh, have you guys seen what it looks like on the Switch? It is fucking awful. I will never play anything on my Switch until there's a Switch Pro that is not first party related because, God, those games look awful on the Switch. Even I saw somebody play Strikers, and every time they did an animation, the damn game looked like it was going to crash. The FPS went from 30 to fucking 10, and I was like, dude, nah, I'm so glad I didn't buy this game on Switch.
So, no, real talk though, like anybody playing Monster Hunter Rise on PC, hit me up.
Yep,
Discord.
Same. Yep.
I don't give a shit. What's my fucking name on Discord?
I've been waiting to play another Monster Hunter piece. Like, I'm
Junior and Chill.
Seeing how good Monster Hunter World did, and plus Rise has that mechanic with Monster Hunter games that I like a lot, where like you can defend the town and stuff, like the hordes. I fucking love that. It's so good.
That's pretty cool. Like, I played it on the Switch. I couldn't keep on playing on the Switch.
The FPS drops.
It didn't feel that great.
Yeah, the FPS really bad.
It felt weird.
Even Maximilian dude was like, "This is awful." On the Switch.
I enjoyed the Insect Glaive
and he's a big Capcom fan.
I am a big Insect Glaive person. I didn't really like how it played on Rise that much. I started playing other classes.
I did hear about that, yeah.
Insect Glaive is one of my favorite ones too.
I went back to my OG shit. That's what pretty much happened. I went back to my dual blades, my long sword, my great sword.
I need to find another weapon because I only played Insect Glaive. I'll have to test the other weapons in Rise.
I actually might go back and play this game a little bit. I have 4,000 hours on Steam on this game. Black Desert Online Remastered. Right, they revamped all classes, so every single one of their classes got revamped, and they have different skills. The skills do different things. The graphics look even better, if you can believe it. That game is probably one of the best graphical games I've ever seen for an MMO. I'm probably gonna go back and play it a couple, for a few hours just to see what it looks like, mess around with the classes. Because the thing that sucks is though, I lost all my characters. That's what makes me never want to play the game ever again. Because they had that thing where they transferred, they got bought out by a different company, and I didn't transfer my shit, so I lost all of my characters. I think I had 7 or 8 characters that were all level 58. Which, if you guys have played Black Desert Online, you know how long it takes to get a character to 58, 59. I had one character that was at 60. That was it. So I know it's a lot easier to level up now, but man, that makes me never want to play the game again. But I am going to try it just because I want to see these classes.
It does look pretty cool. I haven't never played it. I have a lot of like streamer friends that are like, "Hey, I played Black Desert," and I used to watch them every once in a while. And all I know is about like the pentamelding thing, and or that's all I know about. That's really it. And
PvP in that game is amazing. I love the PvP in that game. It's just the gear system sucks dick. That's what made me like.
Even the life stuff is good too. Like,
the life skilling. There's literally people that just play that game for life skilling.
Yeah,
literally.
I just go around with. I had like a Gandalf outfit, and I had the wagon with my horses, and I'd like go from town to town.
Ashes of Creation is actually taking their whole node system that Black Desert Online does and basing their node system off of that. But except in Ashes of Creation, you can actually upgrade the nodes and change the look of the towns and stuff. But in Black Desert Online, you use the nodes for trading and for your workers to earn stuff for you as well. Trying to see what else we have on this list. I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, and Tomb Raider is available for free. The whole trilogy of Tomb Raider on Epic Game Store until January 6th. So if you guys are hearing this and it's not January 6th yet, go at least just, I know a lot of people hate Epic Game Store, but they've been going ham with free games. Just fucking download it. All right. It's free. It's free. It's for me. That's my motto. Oh,
yeah.
Definitely download
Like
that
you have
shit.
to like give them your soul. Like you just play their game for free. But like,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Well, I'm also just
Yeah.
happy because I wanted to play the other Tomb Raiders, and I at the time couldn't get them.
Yeah,
and
these are the
I'm actually
reboots,
happy
by
I
the way.
could play
By the
them.
way, not older Tomb Raider games. These are the reboots,
Yeah.
Yeah, the new ones.
which are really
Hey,
good.
Actually,
I heard
talking
good things about all of
earlier,
them.
we were talking about budgets earlier. One thing that I want to mention too is like indie games are complaining currently. So we might have like a little slowdown in indie games coming up soon, because the budget is just too much money to produce.
That's why so many of them
Indie games.
do Kickstarters now.
Yeah.
It's because it's so
Kickstarters,
hard.
NFTs.
And they go on
That's
Epic
the only
Game
way
Store
they can do
because Epic Game Store, they make more money because they pay less royalties.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
it's just easier for them to go on Epic. That's why so many indie games don't go to Steam anymore.
Yeah, I just want to bring it up because for all people, there's a lot of people that like indie games. A lot of indie games are freaking godlike, dude. Like they are so good. You ever play
Ori and the
Hades
Blind
before?
Forest.
Hades, dude.
Ori?
Yeah.
You play these like godlike games?
What
You
about the
ever
new
played that?
the death one?
Yeah.
Death,
Have a nice
Hollow
day.
It's
I
Knight.
just
have a
hard
nice
for them
death.
to pay their workers. It's like
Hollow
indie
Knight.
games are a gamble. Indie games are a gamble right now.
And
Or, like,
what's the other
it's
one?
either
Euden
games taking
Chronicles?
off, or it's literally
Mhm.
just you lost all of that money.
Euden Chronicles, their Kickstarter was like, that's another reason why they do Kickstarters, bro. They're after people saw how amazing the Euden Chronicles looked, they literally hit 3 times the amount of what the Kickstarter was for the game.
Mhm.
So they used that. That's why they delayed it so much to 2023, because they have now so much money that they used it to actually make the game even better than what they showed. So
I still want to play. What was the game called? Kenna.
Kenna, yes, Kenna.
Kenna. Yeah.
man,
good.
Like I still want to play that.
dude, that game looks so good. I wouldn't even consider it an indie game. It's literally a
It was-
Disney
I mean, it was fun
Pixar fucking like Dark Souls game. Like it's insane how good it looks.
It was such a good indie game that Sony ended up funding it.
Yeah, like
so I'll point that out there. Like
Yeah.
Sony was like, yeah, no, we're giving you money. We're making this game.
Mhm.
There's another thing I forgot.
that's a way to
It
do
just
it.
popped up right before we started this, and it's big. And I know you're gonna be very excited. Atlas is planning another
Oh, yeah.
quote unquote pillar game.
Yep.
Like main game.
Oh, like a
So,
Persona 6.
Persona
Yeah,
6.
something. Like
They
yeah,
said that.
yeah.
It's
Well,
almost something.
last year they said that they were going to announce 7 new games this year. They already announced Persona 4 Arena Ultimax
Mhm.
at the Game Awards, and so now we got 6 other games. I think that they're going to do Persona 1 through 3 remaster as a box, like a package. I
Yeah.
just do 3, please. 3 is so good.
It was
I want
really
to play
good.
3. 3 is so good. So that's 3 games right there, and then with the Arena 4, man, I honestly don't know what else they could do besides Persona
Yeah.
6.
what they
That
said
would be
is-
2 other games.
It's like I chose challenge as my keyword for 2022 in hopes to release a title to the world that will become a pillar for Atlas.
Yep.
The staff are working hard on development to make something that'll be interesting and satisfying for everyone. So I'd be happy if you could look forward to it. So it's it's gonna be like one of those levels like Persona or SMT.
You know what? They could probably do a Persona 5 Arena too,
Well, it wouldn't be a
as
main
a game.
though.
No, not a main
Yeah,
game, but one of
yeah.
the 7 that they said that they were going to announce.
Mhm.
That would only leave one other game. It would have to be an SMT game, right? What else could
well,
they
you
do
gotta
with
remember,
Persona?
They always have
Persona
apocalypse.
Mobile.
They have like those SMT.
Oh,
like,
the
apocalypse
dance games too. But wait, didn't they
Double
already do a
winners.
Persona 5 dance? They did.
Yeah, they already did all the dances.
To
They could
Cydia
prep a
Persona, dude.
6 dance.
Literally all the Persona games in one thing.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, dude.
In dark.
Yeah.
Persona trilogy.
I
just
am hyped
remaster
about
all
that,
in one.
dude. When I saw that, that's why I freaked out when I saw at the Game Awards. I saw Atlas, and I was like,
Yeah, same.
I saw the Atlas thing. I was like, oh my god. But then it was Persona 4. And I was like, man, doesn't this game already come out? I remember playing it. But it's the ultimate version. When they called it Ultimax, I was like, oh, so it's just the golden ultimate version of Persona 4 Arena. Okay, makes sense.
People still want it. They're like, cool.
Yeah, me. I'm gonna slap all of you with what's his name? Kenpachi? No, not Kenpachi. God, I'm thinking Bleach. What the heck is that guy's name? Starts with a K. He uses the chair, where it's like a car door. Damn it, Junior, help me out here. I can't remember his name.
Car door.
Chair like it's a
Chair
or
like
what?
a car
He's
door?
the one. His palace is him in the sauna with a bunch of men, and people like kind of sus.
Oh, you're talking about Kanji.
Kanji. That's his. Yeah. So I'm gonna slap the shit out of
Ah.
all of you with his goddamn steel chair.
So there's 2 projects that might be it. There's this thing called Project Pen apparently that's like the Australian government had a thing like a leak database leak thing for, and then there was one that's called Project Re Fantasy, which I just put a link.
Oh,
in
I have heard of
in our
that.
thing.
I've heard of that
So
project before.
they're thinking it's either those, or it's going to be like
Damn,
a
a new IP. I would
like a
lose
new
my
thing.
shit.
Well, they're
Yeah, that'd
saying
be
they're trying to
sick.
make a new pillar, so it means like when they're saying that they're talking about a
Could be it's a
main
new IP,
independent
yeah.
game,
So like
and then
how
you can make
Persona
spin-offs off of that.
SMT.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So there's a two.
There'd be a
different
new.
ones.
There'd be a new IP. That'd be insane. People,
then
I can
this
already
year-
see the comments. There's no jazz music. What the fuck?
This year, though,
This year's gonna
That'd
be
be cool.
insane. Not to
Like
mention there's
announced this year
48
or
games.
coming out this year.
48 big games. already.
48 big games. So, bruh, we were looking at the
Yeah,
list.
that's
It's like
insane.
literally week after week after week
Yep.
after week after week games all the way up until summer. That's insane.
One game a week.
Like what's this month? This month is God of War on PC and Monster Hunter Rise, and we got Pokemon Legends this month.
Mhm.
Next month, Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, Elden Ring, Lost Ark. Dude, there's another game coming out in February. What the fuck is it? Is it for- I don't remember. But March, you got Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise Origins, right? That one's also coming out in March.
Strategy.
The Triangle Strategy is coming out.
Mhm.
Is it in March or February?
March 4th.
March. Yep. And then what is it?
Black
What's
Clover
next?
game also is coming out this year.
Yep.
I don't
No
think that's gonna be
knows.
good.
The FMA claim.
Tunic
The
is
Black
Oh, you're
Clover
talking about
game?
mobile. Oh, mobile. Okay, yeah.
I
I
was
thought
like,
you were
what?
talking about a console game. The console games are usually trash.
No, I was about to say, like, we just watched a mobile trailer like 9 times.
Nah,
already.
I still watched it. I watched it again today. And then you got Forspoken that's coming out as well. The new God of War. Oh, Horizon is next month.
Yeah, in February
Holy
18th, I was
shit.
like, I was looking at the date, and I was like,
Holy shit, dude! What
Tiny
the
Tina
fuck?
Wonderland
Then you
as
got
well.
like
Oh, I
maybe
forgot.
possibly the new
Tiny Tina,
Spider-Man
yeah.
game gets announced this year. All that shit too. Like, oh my god. There's
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
I'm literally
Marvel
looking at the
Midnight Suns.
You know what? Let's
2022 Game
go to
Informer
the
release
next
date.
part of the podcast. What do you guys? Okay, what are games that have been announced but don't have release dates that you're hoping to see more of this year that hopefully get announced this year? For me, it's the Spider-Man with the Venom and the Wolverine game. I want to see more of that.
I want to see more. Yeah, the Wolverine game and the Black Clover game.
The mobile game.
Yeah, Wolverine game for sure though, because I've never seen somebody make one for him ever.
Dude, I can't wait for that, dude. Oh my god. What about you, Junior? What games have you seen that got announced last year that don't have really? Don't say 16 because we already know 16 coming this year.
no, the thing is, like you said, Spider-Man and Venom, so I'm like, oh, that's my favorite things in
Uh-huh.
general. So like, I'm like looking, like they never gave us a Bayonetta 3 date.
They just
Oh,
said coming
yeah.
soon. They said coming
Yeah.
2022. Yeah.
I'm excited for other people because that I'm sorry. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Breath of the Wild 2. What the fuck am I
Yeah,
talking
Breath of the Wild
Never mind.
2.
about? Wait, my
I was like,
brain was
oh
just
wow.
like, nah, that's
Breath of the Wild
that's by
2.
far. That's it. That's the game. I literally don't care about anything else.
Honestly,
yeah.
After everything that's been happening with Square Enix, there's a lot of rumors going around that Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 is a lot closer to being done than people think. I hope that we see something this year for that. I know we're
Actually,
going to see
be that.
something at the end of the year, but dude, if they, I would lose my shit if they were just like, hey, coming in November 2022. I'll be like, what? like, excuse me? Because there was an interview that they just did, and with Nomura. I think it was Nomura, or was it Katase? It was Katase, and he was saying that this year is going to be huge for Final Fantasy VII.
Bro, I forgot Digimon Survive comes out this year.
Bruh, no, we're not.
And it
talking
did right
about
here.
that.
I'm looking at the to be announced games on
We're
the
not
thing I
talking.
linked. Like
Bruh, I have
that
made
thing I
3
linked is all the
videos.
games that are supposed to come out this year. And like
The 3 years I've been doing YouTube, right? The first year was kind of like iffy, right? But
Mhm.
every single year I have done a top JRPGs of blah 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 of the next year, right? And every single year, Digimon Survive has been on that list. So, and it's been delayed every single year. They literally the shit got announced in 2016. It was supposed to come out in 2016, and it's been delayed until 2022, every single year. So yeah, I
Hell
don't
yeah,
even
baby.
expect that game to come out this year either.
But yeah. But what about JVZ? What's your game looking? You've been looking hardcore.
I've been looking hardcore
It's like-
because if you know me, I look to the like immediate /
He's
semi
just
like of
"Ah,
course like
what game
you
am
know,
I going to be excited for? that I'm
kind
not
of
gonna
thing there.
finish?"
Did they give it a date for Splatoon 3? Because I know I was
No.
interested
No,
in that.
they
They did.
didn't.
Okay, yeah. So actually, yeah, I really saw the gameplay for
I'm
that.
probably
and
one of the
then
few
trailer.
people that don't like
I wanted
Splatoon.
to go there. I think Splatoon is cool
Splatoon's
as a
fun.
concept. You just like you go around and you.
I just don't
use
like
paint
shooters
and-
on the Switch. That's my problem. I just fucking hate it. I hate shooters on the Switch.
Ah, well, that's
Games.
fine. Yeah, I was like trying to find the date for that, so I'm glad I wasn't
You're
seeing
shooting
things.
at
But
the
yeah,
ground anyway, so you're fine.
Also,
well, I mean, the
you'll
new
be
one's
good at
cool
that game
because they
then.
introduced mechs. Yeah, yeah, I don't
Wait,
have
mechs?
to. Yeah, and they have
What
mechs.
mechs are in Splatoon? Remember that?
They're
He's gonna
stepping
go
it
from
down.
playing
Fucking
Splatoon to play
crazy.
Call of Duty with us or something. He's gonna be fucking aiming at the ground the whole time. He's like, oh shit.
Talking like
Hey,
goddamn. There's
I've
Gundams in there and
actually
shit.
done that on Call of Duty. I've gotten like 5 kills at least.
If
I
he's
mean,
actually
okay.
surprisingly good at Call of Duty. Actually, I'm not to put it out there because I was like, one time we played Call of Duty, I was like, "If he can actually shoot people?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What the
I was about to say
fuck?"
because Valorant.
It's different. It's
no.
a whole different game.
I was
whole
just saying,
different- that's like-
Valorant.
I
I've seen
also
some
think
shit
that-
from
yeah.
JBZ and Valorant. Now I'm like, bruh.
The third game I'm actually interested to see this year, though, I'm at Starfield because it comes out November 11th, and I really want
I
to
gotta
see
see
what the hell
gameplay.
it is.
They-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so
they
many
never
people
show
like,
gameplay, but it
where's the
comes out November
gameplay?
11th.
People were pissed when they didn't show the gameplay.
It's supposed to come out this year.
They said 2020. That's why so
With
many
no
people were
gameplay
like,
ever
why is
shown.
there's no gameplay?
Yeah,
That's what
like,
gets
what
me.
the
I
hell?
think it's gonna be pushed back to
Silk Song never
2023.
come
They
out.
might.
Did what?
Did Hollow Knight Silk Song never come out?
I don't think so.
They never came out with a new Hollow Knight, and everyone was getting mad that they never showed it
Yeah.
at the Game Awards.
I want to see that. I want to see the new Tom Clancy project, Defiant.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm looking
Defiant,
through
I
the
already
thing.
played the beta. I mean, it just plays like Call of Duty.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
it just plays
about
like Call of Duty.
games that we haven't seen that you guys are excited for? Right, like nothing that's been announced that you think might get announced this year.
Oh, that might get announced?
The new Pillar game for reality.
Whatever that's
Shit, I don't know.
Wait,
But I'm
whatever that
excited.
CyberConnect game is, dude. Whatever that CyberConnect game is, because I can bet money. Like people can, it's fun. It's like we can bet money. Hey, what is it gonna be? What IP is it gonna be? Naruto, Bleach. You're gonna list down all the popular freaking IPs there is, and be like,
Actually,
what they making?
you know what? No.
we all
yeah, I
lose.
can-
It's just
I
a
want to
fucking another single
see
player game.
Dragon Quest 12
Got it.
because all they did was show us a logo for 12, and that's it.
Yeah.
I want to
Actually,
see
no.
more.
Yeah, that is a safe bet to drop now. I did the one as far as they haven't announced is an actual Star Wars game, like not the remake.
Well,
not
they're
the
probably
upcoming
gonna
one, they're
show
gonna
the
put back.
new because
There are,
Ubisoft's
like-
making one.
Yeah, there's
Respawn-
3
EA
other
still
ones
making
that
the
did
same
not
one.
show off yet.
Respawn is
Yeah,
making a
Respawn.
sequel to the Star Wars one that did
And they're
that
doing
played
their-
like
yeah,
Dark
they're doing
Souls,
the
so
Star Wars
that's
version.
probably gonna
But-
get announced this year.
The
I
one
mean,
that
again,
I'm
Ubisoft
focused
is
on
making one. So I
is
hope that's-
Ubisoft's one
Yeah.
because the last thing I heard from them, which is the strangest thing ever, because this was in an article, is that they're going to let that they're doing the Avatar game first, the open world one that they're working on right now.
The
They're
one that
gonna
was
run
supposed to
that
come out a
through.
long time ago that they canceled.
Yeah,
It has no release date at all.
and
then
they're
said, "Oh,
like,
let's make it."
based on that, they're going to experiment using that whatever in that engine or something, and they're going to try this on their Star Wars game. And I'm like,
So the Star Wars.
I'm
game
gonna be
isn't
honest.
coming
I'm
out for
probably one of
another
the
6
few
years.
people that doesn't like any Ubisoft RPGs. I've
Oh, the
tried
newest
all of them.
Assassin's Creed
Like,
don't
what's
get
the
me.
one where you hack? Fucking gun.
Watch Dogs.
Watch
Watch
Dogs.
Dogs.
Watch Dogs. So
I
you don't
used
like
to like
any of the
that game.
Assassin's Creeds from the original? Until
I
now?
haven't liked an Assassin's Creed since Black Flag because this is my problem with Assassin's Creed games now. They don't play like Assassin games anymore. You're
Oh,
not an
yeah, I can see
assassin.
that.
You're a
you can play
fucking
like
Viking now or a fucking gladiator. Like, bro, what's so
Hey, that's
stealthy
why I like
about
Odyssey
that?
though, because that's why I like Odyssey because I mean at least they switched it up, and I could be a gladiator.
The
I
only
always
reason
wanted to
I
be a
bought
Spartan.
both of those is because I
in one of those
fucking
games.
love Greek
I love
mythology.
the story in Odyssey.
And so I loved being a gladiator. And then Vikings, bro. Have you seen Vikings on fucking History Channel, bro? That show is amazing.
well, that game was just
Ragnar
a bad game
Lothbrok.
because you couldn't even get through halfway through Valhalla. Like you literally couldn't finish Valhalla. That was just a bad game. Like literally
Yeah.
halfway through the game, a bug always happened, and no one could beat the game.
Oh, I'm just saying that the only reason I bought it was because of what it was based on. But if I was trying to buy it because of gameplay, I wouldn't have bought it because I didn't like the gameplay at all.
They announced a new Perfect Dark game.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's okay. You probably fell asleep when it happened.
Wait, they made the South Park, the Stick of Truth, and the Fractured Butthole, bro. You
Yeah.
saying you never liked that shit?
I haven't
Dude,
played
those are
those.
godlike, bro.
Those games
Bro,
are awesome.
yeah.
Those are so.
Yeah,
that's
that's what I
so-
said.
Those
That's
games are kind of
Ubisoft
sus
right
to
there.
play on stream, though. I'm like, God
I've seen
damn.
friends
Oh
play
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody played it on stream
They're
though.
so good.
dude. Everyone I've seen that stream that game, they had this just giant smile appear on their face, like they went.
Hell
from
yeah.
bad to just,
Yeah.
They were
Just
having a
stupid
good time,
comedy
I was
all
like-
the time.
yeah.
I
Now-
shouldn't have beat those games. I bought those and I never beat them.
Now that we've talked about unreleased,
halfway through.
unannounced games without release dates, what about games that are actually have set release dates that are coming out this year that you're excited for? I already know X-Ray's going to say Lost Ark.
100%.
You could say more than one, by the way.
Oh yeah, well, if it's not just Lost Ark, then yeah, maybe
Clover
Tiny
Mobile.
Tina's Wonderland and Starfield. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that. If I'm talking like normal-ish games, then
Yeah.
yeah, Starfield and
It's
like
like
Starfield and Tiny Tina Wonderland. I love every Borderlands game, and like so, I was like,
You guys are going to be so
is
surprised.
it finally
with mine.
different? So
You guys are going to be
But
so surprised with my list.
Square Enix,
what's
Forspoken.
yours? All Square Enix
Yeah,
games?
what is it, Legion?
Yeah, tell us.
I'm like
gotta
going down
tell
the
us
list
now.
of all these games. Like
Final
Forspoken,
Fantasy
like-
16, Final Fantasy Stranger's Paradise, Final Fantasy 6 Pixel Remaster. Any other Final Fantasies? Final Fantasy 7
not
Ever
Forspoken?
Crisis. Okay, no, real talk. Besides Final Fantasy games, because we already know. Yeah, I felt it, bro. I swallowed it and everything. Elden Ring and the new God of War. That's what I'm looking forward to the most this year. Besides Final Fantasy.
Boy. I'm looking forward to
Boy.
that shit.
Come here, boy.
100%. I'm gonna grow my beard out. Again.
Actually, I
just for that
kind of
game.
want to
There
play
you
the
go.
new Horizon 2, but I don't know what it is about the last Horizon. It was really good, but it's just, I think it's the whole like completionist mentality that I have, that I always feel like I have to 100% a game when I play it. When I play Western open world RPGs that have a million fucking side quests, every time I fucking run off and do the side quest, I'm like, I'm going to do every side quest before I do the fucking main story. I get so fucking bored that I'm like, I don't want to play this game anymore. That's pretty much what happened to me with Ghost of Tsushima and Horizon. Because I started doing too much side quests that are like really boring. And then
I feel like it's harder to 100% new Western games.
yeah,
Like JRPGs. Like JRPGs.
I need
have
to
a
just
clear
start playing
end.
them
That's it.
and just do the main story. And then if I feel like doing side stuff afterwards, then do the side stuff afterwards. Because
Mhm.
I fuck myself when I do that. Because now I'm trying to go back into Horizon, especially even Ghost of Tsushima. If you try to go back to Ghost of Tsushima after not playing it for a while and you're halfway through the game, you're like, bro, how the fuck do I play this game? There's so many mechanics to Ghost of Tsushima for countering, switching weapons. They even got like, what is it? When certain weapon types attack you, you have to have different stances to counter them. So like you have to like relearn the whole fucking game. You might as well just start over. And then same thing with Horizon. You got all the traps and all the different monsters, all the different dinosaurs that are weak to certain different things. It's like, bruh.
Horizon was kind of easy to drop, like the way they set up their UI and everything, and like how they give you the information. It's fairly easy versus other games to kind of like just hop back in if you haven't played in a long time.
Yeah, like Sekiro. That's why I'm trying to be consistent with Sekiro, because if I do not play that at least once a week, I am going to be like, how the fuck do I play this game again? How do I parry? How do I?
Yeah, actually, okay. If I had to make a list of like games I'm looking forward to this year, it would be like I just want to see it. I just want to know. I want to see Arceus. Is it gonna be amazing? I don't think so, but I just want to see it because I think it's gonna be kind of.
Me and Junior have the same stance on this. I think that it's gonna be awful.
Like I just want to see it though.
Not only does it
seafood.
look awful, like graphically wise, the gameplay just looks.
I just want to see it. I gotta play it. It's one of those games where I'm pretty sure like maybe it's not as bad because like remember when I saw Sword and Shield originally, I was like, this is garbage.
There's gonna be no multiplayer in that, right?
Pokemon.
They already said no multiplayer.
There's no gonna be. It's not gonna be competitive mode. But you can still.
there's no ranked or anything.
But there's no battles, right? Versus. I could have sworn they said something. Is there?
There's just no competitive. They're not gonna do any kind of ranked.
I don't know, man. You know what that game combat reminds me of? The old school Digimon World games. Like the ones where you literally you just sit there and shout while your Pokemon or your Digimon attacks and you don't do shit.
Oh no, you still
yeah, you can still select. I don't know. It's
I mean, it
the
looks
animation
like,
just look ass.
Untamed Isles. It looks like
Well, we'll have to take the leap of faith and just
honestly,
that's why Junior's
Untamed
gonna
Isles
jump
looks
in.
better in my opinion.
It looks the same to me.
Untamed Isles actually looks better. It's an NFT game, by the way.
But if I make a list of things I'm looking forward to this year, like I know it's coming out. Sifu is gonna be freaking dope.
Oh yeah, that's the Kung Fu one, right? Where you get older when you die.
Like
you age when you die. That's a cool concept.
There's the Horizon. I'm looking forward to that. Elden Ring. Stranger Paradise is gonna be freaking awesome. Freaking Forspoken comes out this year.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about Forspoken. Literally every Square Enix.
That's why I kept saying Forspoken.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say Forspoken there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
The fucking first Square Enix Isekai. I can't wait to play that, dude. Literally a girl that just gets yeeted out of New York City and into some different world.
The internet's favorite developer is also making that game this year called Ghostwire.
Oh, from
But bro, she gave a freaking thing. Yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo. Remember when she did her presentation and she's like, "Hi guys," like some
Yeah.
animated. Everybody's like, "She's best girl." Period. I don't
yeah.
know.
I remember that. That was at Gamescom, I think.
Yeah. So that game's dropping finally. So her game's dropping. We got the Kirby game coming out, man. That's gonna be
Oh, that's right, the
amazing.
Kirby game. That shit looked insane. I remember that from the Nintendo Direct.
Oh snap! Yeah, I
and
want
it's the
that.
Forgotten Land. So that's
Yeah.
Out of all Nintendo games, Kirby's like one of my favorites. Like top 2.
Mhm.
I'm still more excited for Breath of the Wild too.
We got Saints Row. I want to see that,
Oh, yeah, the
like
new
how
Saints
that
Row.
goes.
That's a reboot, isn't it?
It's they're
They're
redoing
just
the whole
redoing
series.
the whole series. Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Thank
know
God.
why you want to look at the
Because
Saints Row.
Gat, man,
Dildo
that
bats?
Yeah,
Gat game was.
You gotta find out, right?
That-
Gotta figure out which one it
They
is.
did.
Man, they
We're
started
always
just
just one
going
in every game.
crazy in the last 2 games. I was like, bro, what is going on, bro? I thought we were in Saints Row. Why are we in space, dog? Why am I a
No.
superhero?
Oh,
What is
yeah.
going on here? I
got
thought I
the,
was supposed to be a gangster. Now I'm a gangster superhero. What the fuck?
Or the president of the
Hero.
United States.
The fucking motherfucking president.
Motherfucking dragon. No. We got the Midnight Suns. That's a cool
Oh
art.
my god! I forgot.
Yeah.
about
Yeah,
that
Midnight
game.
Suns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no
So
idea.
that's
what
why
that is.
I'm going through this list so I can remind people like what stuff to look forward to this year, man. We got the Bayonetta 3. It's coming out sometime this year. We don't know when, but Bayonetta 3.
That's an instant
finally.
cop.
Yeah, we needed her back.
I need
yeah,
it.
Yep.
Like,
Too bad I can't see her in 4K.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to see her in 720p
Soon.
instead.
We got what was it called? Ragnarok.
Yep.
Which I'm looking forward to.
Boy,
Yep. We have all forgot about this game, but it is pretty hype. Gotham Knights.
they announced
It's
a
the other
Gotham Knights
DC game. Yeah, it's
Oh,
coming out
the
this
one
year.
with
Oh
Dang,
shit!
holy
Isn't that the
shit.
one
Yeah.
about the
is that
the
the
Court of
Yeah.
Owls, right?
with the trailers and
Is that the one with the court
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
Court of
see?
Owls?
yeah,
Oh,
because Batman's
fuck.
dead.
Wait,
so
was
forgot
that
about
Nightwing's
that.
in
Yeah,
Batman.
Batman died.
Mode?
It's
Yeah, so
Batman died.
And then it was like
Robin's
Robin and the
over,
gang,
yeah.
and they
Yeah.
all come down, and it was that
Oh,
old trailer.
shit, I
that, I
forgot
totally
about that.
We
forgot
all were
about that.
hyped when we
Yeah.
saw this, and I just realized, like, man, we forgot about
I
this.
think it's
damn
just because
trailer.
fucking Spider-Man and Venom and Wolverine just completely took
Yeah.
over my brain.
I mean, Spider-Man will always you
Yeah.
got those guys coming in. It's Robin them. Like, no offense, but
Mhm.
Spider-Man versus Robin.
What do you against?
No,
What do you got against
Nightwing's
sidekicks?
insane though, bro.
What do you got against sidekicks, bro?
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
he's
Nightwing's
now the main
insane,
chick.
bro.
Uh,
Yeah, Nightwing takes over for Batman in the
wait.
comics.
I mean, technically, if
Yeah,
you
Spider-Man-
look at the Marvel
Batman's
universe,
dead.
at one point, Spider-Man
Yeah.
was a sidekick at one point, and then
Spider-Man's
Marvel
perpetually sick.
movie wise.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm choosing him over Robin. That's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
yeah.
So,
We got Breath of the Wild 2, right? Come out sometime this year. Mario Rabbids. I fucking love Rabbids.
oh, I
That's
forgot to
gonna be
say,
fun.
Triangle Strategy is one of my
Oh,
most
yeah.
anticipated ones this year too.
Yeah. Triangle Strategy comes out literally in fucking
In a month. In 2 months.
months. And then we got that Nightingale game that we
Oh,
saw.
that does look pretty good.
Was that this
my
year?
God.
oh yeah, the premium proper
Wow, there's
people
so
and a
many
whole bunch of
games.
portals.
Yup.
Yeah.
The new Sonic Frontiers comes out this year.
I feel like that's
Wait,
gonna
you
be
guys
pushed
wanted
back.
it.
I
It
feel like
might
that's
be
gonna be pushed back.
Mm,
Didn't they
it has-
just? I think I literally saw an article today of them
Yeah.
saying that it was being delayed, and then people were all saying, "Hey, we saw what happened with the Sonic movie. It's good when Sonic gets delayed." So
yeah, well,
Oh, literally 19 hours ago.
yeah, see, I'm pretty sure I saw it
Oh,
literally
yeah,
today.
I just see it 19
Yeah.
hours ago. Sonic Frontiers was originally planned for a 2021 release, but Sega wanted to brush
Oh,
up
no,
the
no, no.
quality.
Oh, it's coming out this year. It got pushed back last year.
Okay.
to This year.
Wow, so it was supposed to come out last
Yeah,
year.
because the
Man, that's
early access
crazy.
alpha was like the alpha test was like a year ago.
Yeah, they said the
Yeah.
quality looked really bad, and it's
Yeah, that's what all.
because of the
Remember we
movie.
talked about in the
Yeah,
last show.
Sonic-
All the beta, all the alpha testers were like, "This game looks
19
awful."
hours ago, it says Sonic Frontiers will arrive later this year in holiday 2022.
Oh, that's definitely getting pushed back. I feel like we're gonna get an end of the year thing. Because of COVID, and all the
Oh,
stuff with
yeah.
COVID,
We'll
we
see.
gotta have to push it back to
So
2022.
it's planned so far. So
it also
it's
depends
gonna-
on the
yeah.
Sonic movie too. They want to, they want to
When does
see
the Sonic movie come out? That comes out
This
literally
year.
like in a little bit.
That's coming out
April?
this year.
I think April, right?
It's like April.
April.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
Near my birthday.
April 8th.
There
so
you go.
they might want to see how that rolls out, and then they're like, okay.
We got Splatoon
better-
3 and
that game better have
Suicide
Knuckles.
Squad. Also,
Oh, I forgot about Suicide Squad.
that one's gonna be. fucking
Oh, Suicide Squad
Two
looks
DC
cool,
games.
dude.
After
awesome. 2DC games.
The
fucking
Flash's
Guardians of the
ability, that's
Galaxy,
cool.
I have faith in Suicide Squad because it looks like
I'm
it
so
plays
sad
like
with what
Guardians of the
they're
Galaxy.
doing
Mm.
with the story, though. Just like one
I'm
of
so
my
glad
favorite
they learned
characters
from
in that
Avengers.
universe.
Dude,
You know,
I
Because
thought Marvel.
Avengers
Yeah.
was awful, man.
Bro, that was
The story was good, but you had to get through the gameplay to understand
The
story. I
concept
like,
I
was
just think
they
Square
tried to
Enix
do
should
looter
never
shooter.
do a looter slasher ever again, or a looter shooter kind of game.
see,
ever
that's the
again.
thing, because looter shooters is easy to make and easy for them to make money off of. So like a lot of companies are doing that in BRs. Those are the easiest. No, you don't need as much money to make them and like all that.
Yeah, and it's a
you can
game
make
as
your money
service,
back
so
from
they can just update it
microtransactions.
as
Yeah.
it goes
If
on.
they just
So that's-
executed it a
So
little
that's
bit more
probably what
properly,
they're
it
doing
would've
with the
been
NFT
amazing.
things. Is like if instead of like that's all their live service games are gonna be is NFT games to make all their money back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's better quality than the Avengers games.
And they'll
'cause
bring,
I was
then they'll bring
trash.
back Avengers NFT.
They
So
put
JBZ
Black
idea.
Panther in the game. I haven't tried
Hey,
it.
BZ, out of all those games on our list, which ones are you excited for?
100% Dying Light 2. I've been waiting for that for
Oh,
like
yeah.
forever, or at least it
I'm
felt
so
like
excited.
forever.
I love the Dying Light one. It was such a fun game.
Yeah, I was
Especially
like
when they did the
parkour and
update where you
everything.
could literally go into your friends' worlds at nighttime and just fucking destroy them. I love that shit.
My friend did that to me. That was
It's so funny.
traumatizing. Okay, that's. I'll get you back in the second one. All right, but besides that,
I
God of
get you,
War,
bitch.
like 100%.
Boy.
I have to. Like, it's God of War. Like the first one, I was just like, yes, and then now they're coming back this other
I
one.
gotta
I'm
ask
just
the
like,
question that
really
everybody
looking.
here is thinking. Did you actually finish the first God of War?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Never even played it.
So the funny thing is, it's really weird. So it's just like in terms of my whole thing that I've
I
set
watch
up
people
here
play
is
them.
JRPGs are the ones that I'll like play through, and then somehow at some point just I start like teetering it. But then like any of like God of War or those type of games, or like even like the Dark Souls games, I'll finish those. I don't
Which
know why.
arguably, God of
like-
War probably takes longer than Tales of Arise to finish.
Yeah. So, but
'Cause
it's
it's
like it's
open
weird. I'll
world, so
finish
there's a
those
lot
games.
more shit
And
to
like
do.
even Marvel the Galaxy. I'm playing Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy right now. Like I'm loving it, and I love the story, and I'm playing through that. So it's like, and I like Tales of Arise, but it's like I don't know why JRPGs I like at some point like stop, and then kind of like play it in spurts. Where like these other games, I'll just
You're not a
gun
true
it.
weeb.
Apparently
It's
not.
okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. It's
Neither
growing
is
on me
Junior.
when
He
Mario
skips
comes out.
openings. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm
He said,
okay
"I
with
thought
that.
there was only one Bleach opening. This motherfucker like 8."
Just like
There's
fucking
only
18.
one important
Just like
one.
my favorite
I watched
Bleach
it.
opening is literally Bleach opening 16, and that's not even the last season. So there's like 20 Bleach openings.
Dang.
They don't exist.
He
It was
only
the
knows.
first one.
Oh,
The Fullbring arc is still one of my favorite Bleach opening. I love that Bleach opening.
That's it. Like,
number one. That's
Oh,
not
that-
even an
that's-
opening.
that's
not an opening,
That's
that's
the only
like
song he knows.
background.
So.
somebody getting
To
to
him,
work
that's
on the
his
second.
opening.
That's
Okay.
just the work. Somebody's about to get to work.
Junior
You feel like
later.
you're like,
He's
"Oh,
gonna play
shit."
that song later when his girl comes over. Somebody about to get to work.
She's
Door
like-
open slowly.
She's like, "What's going on? Where's this music coming from?"
Fucking
We
rips
feeling
pulls
number
a
one.
bong guy. Oh shit. All right.
Screw that.
Okay, we're
So-
getting
So God of
Big
War
two.
and Splatoon, that's it. That's a very
and
short
Dying
list.
Light, yeah. Yeah. I'm a very short person, so
We know this. Your
Mhm.
your camera is barely higher than the border I have. Can you scoot that chair? He's like, hold on, let me scoot the chair up higher.
yeah, I forgot it was sinking. Okay, this is normal. Okay, we're fine now.
He's like, my height is sinking.
Well, listeners, viewers, let us know in the review section and comment section what your favorite games in 2022, what you're most looking forward to, or what hasn't been announced yet, what you hope gets announced this year. And leave us a nice review because those help a lot. Hit the like button. Of course, that goes a long way to help us get further outreach to more people and in turn get more views and stuff to do better content for you guys. So let us know how your New Year's was and what you're looking forward to. And you guys got any last words? Oh, okay.
Make sure you guys feel like number one
Okay.
all the time.
Thank you guys so much for
Play Black
listening.
Clover game.
Oh my God. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah.
Peace.
Oh, later.